All right, so the Miami Hurricanes just coming off a huge win against the North Carolina Tar Heels. The Tar Heels, who had just beaten the Duke Blue Devils last week. The Hurricanes obviously beat them on Tuesday. First big win of Jay Lucas's career at Miami. We know, which is obviously very huge. Miami's on the road today in Raleigh to play NC State, so at 19-5, we'll see how today's game goes. Evan?
Yeah, I think Miami after this game, you could say they're about a legit, only five losses on the year, and of course, a very good basketball conference in the ACC. They are a legit. I'm going to give them a Sweet 16 contender. Win two games. Obviously, I think they could go further. I think they could go less. But if they're definitely a contender to win some March Madness games, which is big because I think UNC is a natty contender. And to be able to beat them by 9 is pretty impressive. I think I think anyone who can beat Duke, because Duke is really good, and UNC did, they came from way behind to beat Duke. I understand it was at home, but still, is a natty contender. So I think UNC is legit this year, and Miami is very, very good for being able to beat them at home. Now, most of Miami's struggles this year have been on the road. They did lose to Clemson on the road. Some of the neutral site games they've lost. Can they play away from home? That's going to be a big test for Miami. But in terms of skill, in terms of being able to beat teams, a big home win against North Carolina for sure. But can they just keep it consistent for sure? And especially in the ACC, which is not going to get any easier.
Yeah, 75-66 win over North Carolina. I was, like I said, big win. It's sad to see how the rest of the season plays out, but I think we are, because Jordan gave us this information before he left for the afternoon. That Miami is ranked number 37 in the net rankings. And, obviously, around the 64 teams, that almost guarantees Miami a high ranking in the tournament.
They would probably be like six or a five right now if I would have to guess. What do you think?
Yeah, a 5 or a 6 sounds about right. Maybe a little 6-7, you know.
6, 7. No, I don't think they would be as
Um,
low as a seven with only five losses. I would have to say five or six. Yeah, 6, 7. Yep. Um,
yeah, I think five or
if
six
they
makes
were if they
sense.
were a seven, maybe they could play Miami of Ohio in the first round, but we'll see.
You have Miami, Miami. Whoever whoever wins is
Oh, come
it's
on,
gonna
I'm
be
rooting for them.
Miami.